Leo, you are going through quite a bit in this connection right now. You're trying to work your way through it, but my energy feels I can feel it. We're going to get through this reading. I'm going to tell you what came out here, but I just want to let you know that my heart is with you as you're working through this. Also, this reading clearly is not going to be for everyone. This is for Leo's connection, and in this connection, there is a bit of separation that's happened right now because there has been possibly some challenges with infidelity. There possibly has been some challenges with not telling all of the narrative with a connection. Okay, so if that's not something that you're going through, I would caution you, Leo, you don't even got to watch this because, when you are in a healthy, good, loving relationship and y'all raising the roof, you don't need to hear anything outside of that. You stay in your lover's bliss. Check back in next week. I'll be probably on a different topic. But today we're talking about Leo's romantic connection and the true feelings between you, Leo, and the person that you're dealing with. So I have a placement out here that gives me a little bit of clarity about what the flavor of this connection is. Then I have a placement that is out here for you in your true feelings, Leo, what you're working through right now. And then I have a placement out here, Leo, for the person that you are dealing with, whoever's on your heart and your mind right now. So another thing that will help you determine if this reading might be for you is that this connection feels new. It's a new connection with a soulful feeling, okay? Leo, you know if that's what you're working through or not, okay? Because I don't want to waste anybody's time with these readings. Again, this is a general reading. This will not resonate with everyone. It will not resonate the same way with every single person. So keep that in mind as I'm describing this message to you. Okay, so the first card out is Psychic Connection. And it says, your communication goes beyond mere words. So Leo, between you and this person, it is a new connection within the past maybe 3 to 6 months, maybe up to a year and a half. It feels new. Now, that might not be true for all of you, but I do get this very new vibe that has a soulful feel to it. So with Psychic Connection being out here, that is what I'm channeling and I'm picking up. It's like you all have known each other before, okay? Manifesting the One is another card that popped out here, and it says, very soon your true love will arrive. This feels like whoever you are dealing with right now, Leo, whether you are talking right now or not, because some of you, you're not talking to this person. This connection feels like this person is like the one. Now, Leo, this isn't for everyone, but I'm very certain that there's someone here watching this where you already had someone in the background when you met this person and you like this person more, okay? Not for all of you, but that is another strong vibe that I'm picking up for what you're working through that's kind of got you down right now, kind of working through some things in your love connection. Beneath the deck is real feelings here, and it says, you share true romantic feelings worth exploring. So this feeling is beautiful. It's like, Leo, you feel like this person gives you all of the pieces. And again, I feel like, Leo, maybe you had someone in the background, but I could be channeling through your energy what's happening with this other person. Maybe they had someone in the background, but there's someone here in this connection that wasn't being quite honest about who they were in this new connection. And I'm going to cover these just for a moment and say, because to me, there's always a reason behind every action. Even the most ugly things that we tend to do as humans, there's always something at the root of why we do what we do. And so in this connection, this is the new connection, this is the two of you, there's someone here that really saw this other person, Leo. I think you saw this other person as really being the one. Like, you were like, I really like this person and I genuinely enjoy being with them. I like what we create together. But there was another part of your story, Leo. Again, this could be the other person, but I really feel like this is you. Maybe you had a different lifestyle that you were kind of managing, and you did not want to let this person know all of the elements of who you are or what you were working through, because you just wanted to stay in that light, airy, loving, romantic place with this newfound love. So I asked God, angel, spirit guides to help me make sense of why the devil is here, right? Which is a sixth energy. So there's a lack of balance. Something is in balance, which makes me feel like something was not being revealed. The Four of Wands as well as the Queen of Wands popped out in reverse. Okay, so we have some Aries energy. We have, well, both of these really are Aries energy, but fire sign really for the Queen here. But to me as a reader, both of these feel like Aries. Boldness, courageousness, audacity is what comes to mind when I think about Aries energy and the fire sign. So there was something about just deciding to not share everything related to your home, where you live, maybe your family dynamic, your value set. It's something about you, Leo, or switch around the energy, that you did not want this other person to know, because you wanted them to see you as being the kind of person that you think that they should see you as. Beneath the deck, the Nine of Wands. This has been hard to keep to yourself. It's been a challenging thing, and I'm not seeing any balance cards out here. I don't see like the Two of Pentacles or the Two of Wands, but I do get this vibe that it's been really hard to kind of manage this with the Ten of Wands being out here. So we go from a 9 to a 10, where something has this was going for a while, not speaking all of this truth, until I think more recently, it just got to a point where something happened, and the information has come out. Some of you, you're still working through this, Leo, where you are this person, or you're not sharing everything. You're just really trying to keep it low key and just keep this love going, because it is so beautiful. But you know, here pretty soon you're going to have to reveal the truth, or you're worried about them finding out the truth, or whatever this matter is. For others of you, you're kind of living in the outcome of everything coming out right now, and you're working through that, because there's this hanged man energy that is here for this connection as well, which means pause. The love, the joy, it's a 3 energy. So the communication, the love, the joy, it's come to a pause. And based off of something that has come out, everything is upside down. And now you're examining that. The two of you are examining that. So then I go on over to you, Leo. And I got some hidden truth tarot out here to understand what's really happening in your heart, Leo. And it says, my life is not as together as it seems on your end. And it says, I'm so attracted to you. And I feel this, Leo. And also, too, whoever I'm speaking to, Leo, you're a very attractive person, okay? Just gender is not a matter here, but I do feel that you are very appealing. Whoever I'm talking to, when you go into a place, people are like, okay, you know, you fine, you cute, whoever this is, and you're very independent, and you are someone that this person also sees you as the one. If you don't know that yet, Leo, whoever you're dealing with, you're going through your season right now, but they also find you amazingly attractive. And I don't think you know this yet, but for some of you, this thing that has kind of gotten away, they're willing to look past that. It might take them a little bit of time, but it doesn't feel like it's a complete deal breaker the way that you think it is, Leo. Okay, so I'm so attracted to you. You're attracted to this person. I think also you see them as being a provider. This person knows how to be a nurturer, and I'll get into their cards in a moment, but you see this person as being able to build a family and a home the way that you really want it, Leo. The timing just wasn't right for us. For some of you, you have made the decision to just go ahead and walk away from this. Because for some of you, it's this other person that was kind of hiding a bit of truth. And so for some of you, you're kind of wanting to move on, and you've already made that decision to move on, okay? Because of this other possible third party, or this other important piece of information that changes everything for you. I want to tell you how I feel. So again, there are different sequences happening. There are different storylines related to this theme where some of you, you're holding it still because I have the 9 of Swords out here. For some of you, it's still on your mind. And then I also have Justice out here where you're like, man, I don't want this truth to come out. How do I tell them? Is this going to completely wreck what we have? This is a really big deal to some of you, Leo, out here with the Justice here and the 9 of Swords. And then here you are again, Leo, showing up. This is an Aries card, but it keeps showing up, and I think that this is representing you, obviously, because it's showing up on your side. And then we have another you here with the 6 of Wands. That is you for me as a reader. Then we have some Aquarius energy with this another 6 of Swords. So a lot of sixes in this energy, which feels like balance. Like, Leo, it feels like right now you're like, I just want to be on the other side of all of this. I'm tired of holding this secret. It could be related to some type of addiction, some type of past thing that you feel might make you appear to not be as beautiful and as attractive as you really are. But you're ready for yourself to be on the other side of this, to just be free of the bondage of being worried about what this information might do to this connection. So you're working through that right now. But you're still sitting pretty though, hey? Okay. And another thing I want to say for what you're working through right now is that this feeling that you and this person has, it does feel nostalgic. There's a genuine feeling here with you, Leo, for this other person, and maybe vice versa, where it just feels like they bring you something that you really do want and enjoy, and you're really hoping that you all can work this out. So cross watcher for Leo, it feels like Leo wants to make this work out. Now, again, I'll say this and I'll go over to your person. I know I'm weaving through different storylines. For some of you, it's the other person. You're going to have to switch this around, and you didn't want to move on. You don't want to move on, but you know that it's going to require you to go ahead and move away from this and get into something that feels healthier and stronger for you with the 6 of Swords here. Another thing that's coming through, Leo, is that I'm speaking to someone, this is very specific. You feel like if you are able to, if you all can make this right, if you all could work through this and get on the other side of this together, you are willing to change some things around in your life so that this connection can work. You're willing to be committed and do this in a different way, in the right way. Okay, so for the person that you're dealing with, the cards that popped out is I left when I saw you with someone. So that's that energy for those of you where, Leo, you had someone in the background, or you're kind of still working through some things but not telling everything. This person loves you unconditionally here. And for those of you who are apart right now, they're still feeling you. They look for you everywhere. Beneath this card is, I wonder if you're happy without me. And then beneath that card is, I feel you even though we are apart. This person is into you. And I know I said it just a moment ago. I do have a habit of repeating myself. My bad. Okay. But I want to drive this point. This is important. For those of you, Leo, where you've been so worried about them finding out the truth about who you are, for some of you, this person is not thinking about that. Okay. These are some of the cards that popped out for them. They still see you as being kind of like a divine counterpart. Okay, so there's the Queen of Pentacles and a King of Pentacles. Switch around the energies. It's not about the gender. It's about the fact that this is a match when it comes to being a provider, creating a stable home, creating legacy. But there is this vibe that whoever you're dealing with, they're kind of in ghost mode right now. And, you know, I really do think it's because they're really trying to think about what this is. This is for those of you where, you know, they know what has happened or what this is. For those of you where everything has broken open, they're in ghost mode, but in this space of being kind of in this away energy, they're still thinking about how this connection can be something that prospers you in your relationship. They're still thinking about next level things related to legacy and money and stability and the Four of Wands, which popped out for the connection upside down. They're still thinking about how that can happen. And they're thinking that what it means to be with you, it really could have some potential here with the Ace of Pentacles. That's for some of you. Now, for others of you, they're in ghost mode, and they're reevaluating how to have the kind of partner that they feel would be their match, whether that is with you or with someone else. But whoever this person is, they really do want stability. They really want the home. It feels like they want the home, the family. They want the children. They want the 2.5 kids. You know, it sounds like they really are invested in building something that has something solid at the root. Okay, when I think about love, relationship, connection readings, the Pentacle cards, the King and Queen, that's always a good sign, because that is really oftentimes what people want to feel. They want to feel that sense of connection that is stable. So I'm going to get some final cards out here, Leo, and then I'm going to stop talking and let you have the rest of your day. But I want to get some cards out here, just oracle messages that are loving, that are healing, that are informative for anyone who may need it right now. God, angel, spirit guides for Leo, please. Final messages for Leo. Loving, healing cards that offer clarity, that restore hope. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides for Leo, please. Okay, there we go. We'll kick it with that. Beneath the deck, it says eternal love. I don't know if you can see these little old baby letters, so I'll read it to you. It says, help me perceive all of the love that surrounds me so that I can feel safe receiving, expressing, and giving love. This is beautiful, right? Spirit wants you to not worry, for sure, to let go of the worry, okay? It's like there's this feeling of, Leo, or the person that you're dealing with, there's this constantly, you know, criticizing self. Life happens, you know, we live, we get through it, we forgive ourselves and move on. Self-forgiveness is important. You and your loved ones are safe. It says, dear God and Archangel Michael, thank you for watching over me and my loved ones. Please help me feel secure and at peace, and fill me with faith so that I may focus on my priorities and enjoy a healthy, happy life. The final one out here is, this is your life's purpose. There's something very powerful about what is happening here. There's nothing to be left out of this situation. It all has some level of value, and you're going to be learning how to make sense of that here soon, I feel. The prayer is, Archangel Michael, you know the details of my divine life purpose, and I ask you to help me be aligned with my goals. Please clearly guide my actions so that I'm taking the best steps to fully manifest my wonderful and meaningful career. Okay, so this might have something to do with your own independence, with your money. That is what I have for you, Leo. I'm wishing you luck out there. I hope I get to see you next week. And in the meantime, I love you. I love you. I love you. Take care of yourselves. Bye.